Welcome to our weekly energy forecast and meditation. We are Sabina and
Juna
from Synergy in Motion, where it's all about empowering you to live true to you. And if you want to find more out about us, just click here and visit our website and find out more. So our weekly energy forecasts and meditations are inspired by the current hexagram of the I Ching and human design. And every week we contemplate what is the energy, what are the energies in the air, and we just pick one morsel and weave our forecast and meditation with that. And this week we have...
this week is Hexagram 55, and I just want to tie that into last week's theme, which was about desire and feeling, like this deep, passionate feeling. That was Hexagram 30. And this is Hexagram 55. And in the last few weeks and the weeks to come, we have this deep, deep emotionality. So emotions always carry with it the highs and the lows. So you might see this as a theme in your life over the next few weeks even. In other people's lives, they might be going through waves of highs and lows, and you might be as well. So just keep that in mind in this quarter of initiation. Initiation is like how we begin things, and being really, I thought it was so beautiful that we initiate by feeling. Not initiating from our head as to what we think we should do, like putting our head through a wall, but really feeling into whatever it is that we're creating and starting anew. So with that, I'll go back to our 55, and it's all about spirit and abundance. And this is about, we entitled it, Looking for God Through Feeling Good. So in those times where we feel bad, that's when we start looking around for God, Goddess, Spirit. We are looking for this life force. We're looking for more. We're looking for this feeling of completeness and wholeness that we feel when we're kind of at the bottom of the barrel and, our cup is empty. We might have one more drop to go and we're just feeling bereft of all energy. And so that's this rich moment where we look to God, the Goddess, the giver of life.
Life itself.
Life itself, for this spirit that will lift us up. So this is the spirit, and this week is about looking for the spirit in things. Who has the spirit, feeling spirited or maybe spiritless, and just noticing kind of those patterns in yourself, and that reaching for the light, reaching for that meaning and that feeling of satisfaction. So it's very emotional. And some of the themes that run with this are, when we go to food or alcohol or sex to feel good, right? Those are kind of substitutes that kind of carry us for a while, but it's kind of fast food energy. What we're really longing for is spirit. We're longing for that. We can't even name it. But it's built in. It's this, there's more. And we know it when we're at the top of the emotional wave, when it's like, yes, this is my life. And it's like, wow, I feel so good. It's ecstatic joy like that. It's like when you're at that bottom, you can't even know what that was like, right? You forget and you go, oh, this is always going to be this way. And I'm miserable and whatever. And then you think, oh yeah, I was happy once. And it's this, can I be that way again? Like, how can I find this energy again and this satisfaction? So one of the things I wanted to say, so to anyone who is in despair or grief or at that kind of low end, the thing about emotions is that, like the weather, it always changes. And if you're feeling drained and bereft of life force running through you and just bereft of hope, know that with that empty cup, it will fill up again. And it's kind of like the weather. You get a weather report for freezing rain like we did the other day. And then it changes. The next day it's sunny again. And that's what it's like with our emotions. So how can we be with that and really, just be present? Like I said last week, is be present, bring your presence to the emotion. Whether it's in the downside or the upside, bring your awareness, bring your presence. And through that, it will shift. Not because of you and what you do and, doing all the steps. How can I get out of my hole? No, it's bring your full presence to it. And then it will shift. That's the thing about the weather, the emotional weather or the weather outside.
Mm-hmm. And one very, very important aspect in this is that when you're present, or you can actually only be present if you're not judging yourself. I see so many people judging themselves when they're down, and that makes it very hard. And what it does, it turns you into a victim. It takes you out of the equation. With your presence and being the witness of what's going on, even though you're experiencing it, you claim your part of the story back. Not that you have to change it, but it changes by itself with your presence. Mm-hmm. So really be aware when you turn yourself into a poor me, which can be temporarily fun to play the drama queen or the drama king. I know. And it really does not allow you to be in the fullness of the emptiness, which is very transformative, because what happens in those empty moments, in those down moments, that things are changing and we're ready for something new that we then search, like Juna described so beautifully. So allow that transformative time to be there without judging yourself and trying to understand it with your mind, because your mind is not built to understand those times. We cannot. It doesn't make sense. And yet it is.
I just remembered a little story from a couple of days ago. I was kind of down in the dumps and my mind was going and worrying about the future, and it was just going and going. And I woke up at 3:30 in the morning and just was in this worry, and I thought, I'm just going to go downstairs and just be and have a cup of tea and hang out with the animals. And I was just meeting this energy of kind of the blah or nothing and all this stuff running in my head. It was a couple hours, about 2.5 hours. And then I just got up for another cup of tea and was in the kitchen. And I was like, oh, I'm just so in my head. And I just had to dance. I just being present for so long. And then it's like, I found my body just like, okay, let's shake this off. And without thinking, I brought my presence to it, and it was kind of boring for a while. It just didn't seem like anything was changing. And then, my body got up and moved. So that's just a little example of what bringing presence can do. And, no matter how enlightened you are or you think you are, we're emotional beings and emotions come in waves. So it's just bringing your presence to it that, without the story and all of that.
And in that messiness, there is a beauty that creates. Look at any good piece of art. It's messy. It's not just pretty. It's not painting by numbers. No, it has that liveness of the messy and the beauty and the perfection, all of it. That's what life is all about. The dance between the nothing and the everything. So in a weird way, enjoy it.
Be weird in the next week and enjoy all of the emotional colors that you might experience.
And allow yourself to dare to be present with the intensity of being alive, because that's what this is. It is incredibly intense. Sometimes it feels it takes you apart, and it does, but only to put you back together in a new way. Even better. Good.
All right. So ready for the meditation?
Yep.
All right.
Let's see what comes through. So give yourself that wriggle. Find a spot that's comfortable for you. A way of sitting, laying down, or standing, whatever works for you. And take a deep breath into your body. And another one. And allow yourself to come present in this moment. Letting what was be and what might be, let it might be. And be present. Come home to yourself, that space of you. Allowing the earth to hold your body and to love you. And then allow your attention to flow to your breath. How it flows into your body and out of your body. Flowing from receiving to letting go. And in that rhythm, connect with your heart. Your capacity to be grateful, to love, to care. And activate that power by connecting with something or someone that you're grateful for, whom you love and care for. And just take this moment and allow your heart to expand with that power of loving, gratitude, caring. And allow yourself to fill up with that energy. Fill your whole body and your whole being with that energy of love and gratitude. And with your in-breath, consciously receive the love the earth has for you, nature, the plants, the animals, other people, the world. Really allow to receive that caring and loving from the inside and from the outside, and allow yourself to be filled with that. And from that space of fullness, become aware of areas in your life where you don't experience that fullness, that love, where you experience a lack, maybe suffering, despair, feeling lost. And just be present with that energy. And with your out breath, allow yourself to let go of all the judgments you have about that, all the attachments of how it should be. All the conclusions of what might never be. Just in this moment, just breathe them out. Let yourself empty out of those emotions and be present with what is in those areas of your life. And then allow your awareness to flow back to the fullness. Connecting with areas of your life where you experience that fullness, the gratitude. Your capacity to love and care. And be present with that. And imagine how that fullness flows out of you. As if you empty your cup of your fullness, allow it to flow into the world as a gift. Your contribution, your love flows into the world. attention to flow to that dynamic where you might feel lack or the need of being loved. Those tender spaces of sadness, feeling alone, the emptiness, melancholy. And perceive that space, ready to receive. And just open yourself up to that emptiness and that space that is ready to receive. And while you're present with that space, become aware of the other side, the fullness, your love and your caring. And how you can flow with your attention from one to the other. And how life pulses from one side to the other, the rhythm of life. And perceive yourself as the dancer in life, dancing to the rhythm of the fullness and the emptiness, the darkness and the brightness, sadness and joy, despair and hope. All of which are beautiful expressions of life and the living. And also perceive the power of your awareness. Sometimes it's possible with the power of your awareness to see that your cup is half full or half empty, depending on where you look. And other times it's just empty or it's just full. And again, allow yourself to be present with that. Without having to do anything about it, just be present with that power of your awareness. know that with your presence, the judgments transform and the doors of possibilities open. Without you having to do anything but being present, with no judgments, in the rhythm of life. And together, let's be present with the rhythm of life flowing through this world, where many people experience the empty, the nothing, the suffering, the darkness. And where few experience the utter abundance. Let us transform with our presence the judgments, opening the doors for different possibilities. And then bring your attention back to you, your heart, your breath, your body, your rhythm. Your art as a dancer in life. Really connect with that, allowing yourself to be with the nothing and the everything, with care and love and compassion. Through failure and success, through lack and abundance, you can always love and be present. that we are really grateful for you for daring to dance this dance in life between the poles, between the extremes, and daring to drop the judgments and making yourself wrong. That's powerful, and that does change the world. So thank you. Thank you for being part of the silent revolution that is not so silent anymore.
Thank you. And thank you for that beautiful meditation. I could really feel that. It's very touching. So we will see you next week for more of the same. And if you find yourself in a place of darkness and no hope, please reach out to a friend or someone, or reach out to us. You can always go to our website and book a discovery call.
It's free.
It's free. And we're here to see, how can we support you? How could we work together? This is what we do. And just be with those emotions. They're very powerful, and being with the emotions of others as you witness it this week, and just bring your presence, as Sabina was guiding us so beautifully, to these emotional places in the full and the empty. And if you have anything to say, we love to hear your comments. So please comment below. If you're on YouTube, you can comment there. Wherever you are, we just love to hear from you and see how the messages are impacting you in the world. And we will see you next week.
Love you guys.
Yeah, very much.
Bye. Bye.